Hi fans of high quality entertainment. On my Canadian Studmuffin channel I just posted a video, Spark's new song, Do Things My Own Way. So please check it out here, after you watch this video that is. So in this video I'm going to show you 12 great albums that I haven't played in over a year, probably. Some of these I haven't played in years. And it's just, I think, I don't know, there's certain great albums that once you've played them, there's a limit to the times you want to listen to them. There's like a cutoff point where, okay, I've heard that album enough. I don't need to, I might play it occasionally, but not very often. And I know, like my buddy Glenn Kellaway, he's tired of the Beatles. Hasn't hardly played them in the past year. And I'm just, for me, with the Beatles, there isn't a month that goes by where I'm not listening to the Beatles. I never, ever get tired of them. But, that's just me. I can understand, even a band that you love, there's certain albums that you don't want to listen to anymore. You've heard them enough. Not saying that you're never ever going to play them again, but it might be not that often. So here we go. These aren't in any particular order. This is considered possibly his best album. It's not my favorite, although I do love it. There's just other albums that I love more. And so I haven't played this all the way through probably in like 3 years. David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Great album. It's just, I've heard it, through the years so much that I really don't need to listen to it that often. I'm not saying I'll never play it again. I will. But it's been a while. 2 or 3 years at least. Now this artist, I've always, especially his early albums, I've always loved. And this is one of the few that I used to play quite often, and I would say in the past 5 years, I don't even think I've played it once. Neil Young, Tonight's the Night. It's a great album. It's hard to dance to, though. That's one thing I've noticed. Led Zeppelin is one of my all-time favorite bands. But this album is one I probably haven't played. It's got to be over 3 years. Led Zeppelin 4. It's a great album. My favorite is Physical Graffiti, and then Led Zeppelin 1. But Led Zeppelin 4, or Zoso, or whatever you want to call it, is of course superb. But if I want to listen to Led Zeppelin, like I said, I'll choose one of their live albums, or Physical Graffiti, or Led Zeppelin 1. And this just sits in my CD collection year after year. But still, it's a great album. And if I put it on now, I wouldn't be bored with it. I would enjoy it, of course. But I would rather enjoy Physical Graffiti. Another one of my all-time favorite bands, The Who. Tommy. I haven't played this. It's got to be maybe 5 years, like all the way through. Well, yeah, I never pick up a CD and then just play a couple of songs. If I do want to listen to an album, I don't skip any songs. So yeah, it's been 5 years since I've heard this, or more. But it's all in here. I don't forget any of it. It's a great album. This band, I've got, I think, 4 of their early albums, so I could have chosen any of them. This was the first one I ever bought. Loved it right away. in 1977, but I haven't played this in years. AC/DC, Let There Be Rock. I'm taking it out of the CD case for the first time in many years. Look at that. And I'm going to put it back in the CD case. Yeah, it's my favorite AC/DC album. Whole Lotta Rosie, my all-time favorite song. But I just haven't played it in a long, long time. But I still love AC/DC. This one I haven't played. Only thinking about it, most of these are probably a few years. Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. I haven't played this in at least 3 years, maybe 5 years. And I enjoy it every time I listen to it. And like I said, every time I listen to an album, I listen to it all the way through. But it's been 3 to 5 years since I've heard it. But I know it very well, and it's a classic for a reason. This is my favorite album by this band that I've heard, and in our CD exchange on my Canadian Studmuffin channel, Glenn gave me one of their earlier albums, Soulsbury, is that how you pronounce it? But Demons and Wizards, my favorite that I've heard, like I said, I haven't heard every Uriah Heep album, but for their early albums, this is my favorite. And I haven't played this at least in 3 years or more. For this band, I've got their first 3 albums, but if I want to play one of their albums, it's always their debut, 95% of the time. So Ramones' Rocket to Russia, their 3rd album, which is excellent. I probably haven't played this in 5 years. There's even like some songs here. Why Is It Always This Way? I don't remember. I Can't Give You Anything. I sort of remember. And then, there's some classics. Of course, Sheena's a Punk Rocker. We're a Happy Family, Teenage Lobotomy, Cred and Hop. Poor Ramones sits in my CD collection year after year. Except for their debut. This band is, I consider, one of the greatest bands ever. They're never, I don't know what it is, they're never going to be in my top 10 bands of all time. But they released a lot of great albums, and this is one of my favorites, and I haven't heard this, I would say maybe 2 years. I do remember playing it over 2 years ago. I probably did play it. Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. Another great album I haven't played in years, 5 years or more. Paul Simon, there goes Simon, there goes Simon, there goes Ryman Simon. Yeah. Kodachrome, Tenderness, every song is just a classic. Loves Me Like a Rock, American Tune. This I've had in my CD collection since, looks like 1990. Yeah, it's one of the older versions. 35 years. I probably haven't played this in, like I said, at least 5 years or more. 2 more. Oh, I used to play this a lot when I got into this band, and it's still my favorite that I've heard, and I have not played this in 2 or more years. Motorhead, Ace of Spades. Awesome album. And the last one, another band I really love. This is considered their best album. For me, the first time I heard it, I loved it right away. But I got kind of, Unlike their other albums, I got kind of bored with it fairly quickly for whatever reason. It is The Clash, London Calling, a great album, of course, but I have not listened to this since I got the box set. I played it, so that would be, it's got to be over 3 years ago. But still, you know, I know each and every song very well. But if I wanted to listen to The Clash, it would be Sandinista or Give 'Em Enough Rope, or maybe their debut. And that is it. What are some great albums in your collection, vinyl or CD, that you absolutely love but you haven't played in years? Let me know, if any. Thanks for watching and have a great day.